This movie is based on a real life in Malawi. It teaches me 3 lessons. First, knowledge is the key to save your life. And secondly, you should always trust it in yourself. And the last one but not least, this is my first African movie and it was very interesting and it goes to my favorite. Hello everyone, welcome back to Kira Tuệ Minh channel. Today I will review an amazing movie and it is called The Boy Who Harnessed the Wind. This is about the boy named William and his family lives. It was a very hot day in Malawi. Then William, the main character, was doing his job to earn money, fixing things. While he was doing his job, his father quickly sneaked a school uniform into his room. When he see it, he was in joy. Then his father said, "Son, now you could go to school like the normal kids." When he came to school, he was very happy that he got to go to school. That was very rare. But unfortunately, his family doesn't have enough money to pay for his payment at school. Then he almost got expelled. Mr. Ofesi says, the principal, "If you came to school once again, you will be expelled for sure." This is the part that you don't know about when he go to his school. He always sneak into the field of trash, and he saw a water tumbler. Malawi was in dry season, so it makes you think for saving the town. But he need to quietly sneak into the science class and also the library. He looked at the wind when Malawi was filled of wind. Then he walked into the library quietly. Then he saw a book and it is all about electricity. It was a picture of a windmill and a wind blowing through it and making electricity. That gives him an idea to save the town. He also sneaked into his science class to learn more about electricity. But one day, he was busted. Mr. Kanchigonda was nowhere to see and instead it was Mr. Ofesi, the principal. And he saw him, so he was expelled. After that, he was at Mr. Kanchigonda's bike, and when he turned the pedal, the light that is connected to the dynamo has light up. That gives him an idea. While he was busy finding something to save the town, Miss Siako, the one who is in charge of the library, says to the principal, "Mr. Ofesi, he is not sneaking, and also he is saving the town. Can you not see that he always sneaks into the field of trash?" Mr. Ofesi thought for a moment, and he still doesn't understand anything. And then William came up with an amazing idea. Annie, his sister, was Mr. Kantiguda's favorite student. So William used Annie, his sister, to get the dynamo for him. Unfortunately, Mr. Kantiguda and Annie had fell in love. So Annie get the dynamo for William, but she has get away with Mr. Kantiguda. The family was very sad. Then he thought about Mr. Kantiguda's bike and thought about his at home. He built a small windmill without the bike first and tested. He connected with a broken radio, and then it worked. Then he was suddenly in mood to build a big one to save the town. But about the bike, Trowell, his dad, never gave it to him. He even fight with his friend just to protect his bike. His friend says, "No, Mr. Trowell, we just want you to give William the bike." But Trowell said, "Oh, you want to fight me? Then fight me." His friend was not in mood to fight, so they leave. William begged Dad for one last time, but he still said, "No, you can't use my bike." He even thought that he was carried away, and thought that he didn't thought of the homework, the schoolwork, and even the food they're losing. But he was still going to build the windmill in order to save the town without the bike. He was busy doing it when Humbug, the family dog that had always helped him by his side, has died because of the loss of food. He was very sad, so he made a gravy of dark, and he cried. A lot of emotion came out. I also cried too, like right now. While he was crying all at his dog grave, his mom has explained to his dad and said, "Trowell, we have lost a lot of things. First, we lost our dad. Then, we lost our food. Then, we lost Amy." Finally, she asked him, "When we will stop losing things, Trowell?" That part, the dad has finally awoken. He thought for a moment and then cried quietly. Then, when William was at his dog grave, Trowell has drive his bike to there and said, "Son, I will give you my bike so you can save the town." William was surprised. So he and his dad cut the bike into pieces so he could use the part of the bike to make a big windmill. Okay, so here comes the excitement. Now, they just need the help of the people. Okay, so I forgot one part I forgot to tell you. So do you know why, even though they have a president, they are still in need for food? Okay, first, the government only think about the voted, doesn't think about the people. And second, he doesn't know how to fix the problem. He doesn't even have a solution. He is no use to be a president, right? So, William was in right the time to save the day. Together, the whole town built a big windmill. Then, they put it up in the wind with the materials of the bike. Okay, this is how he do it. First, he used the material of the bike to build it. And also, he used the same material that he used at the small windmill to build it. There are also windmills. What cares? You can use the same material though. Okay, so when they were building it, all the town of the people was filled with excitement and hoping nervous. Okay, so they had put it up in the air and the wind had pushed it with electricity. So, okay, wind can push the windmill and it could make electricity. Then the electricity was connected to the water plumber, and with it, they connect the hose and go into the down so it could plumb the water up. Just then, drip, drop, a tiny little bit of water came out. Then suddenly, a wave of water came by. The people was filled with excitement and joy. And then, Trouble hugged his son and said, "Oh, William, I would trusted you. I would never not trusted you again." Okay, so if you wonder what happens after that, the town was saved and it was filled with water so they could grow the plant. Then all the students at his school that he has been expelled come to see it, really want to come to see it. Then, instead of going at his own school, he was at a very famous school at USA. I don't know what name is it. I don't remember what else. Then he got very, very famous. Okay, this is about Annie. Okay, so after she got away with Mr. Kanjigura, she come back with 4 kids and unfortunately married to Mr. Kanjigunda. His family was still living happily in Malawi. I learned 3 lessons in this movie. First, knowledge is the key to save your life. The people in Malawi don't have enough knowledge to know about electricity, but William had read the books in the library about electricity deeply. In my opinion, if you study hard and work hard, sometimes knowledge can also save your life and help each other. Second, you should always trust it in yourself. William's friend and William's dad don't trust in him, but he still trusted in himself and built a windmill. Sometimes your beloved people don't trust in you, but you should try positive and try to solve your own problem. Third, this is my first time I watch an African movie. The people in Malawi or Africa was very poor and they had no food. So, when I grow up, I want to go to Africa and help them. Next time, I see you at my amazing and interesting summary movies. See you. Bye bye. Love, Kira. Subscribe to my channel.